out there to all men going their way. Um, Due to a suggestion by a very helpful MGTOW YouTuber, I have decided to talk about how dating works today in the year 2015 in high schools, where feminist education has pretty much taken over. In high school, it isn't like that TV you'll see a lot of times today, and what it would have you think. It isn't full of all the jocks and the nerds, and there are very few, if any, altercations that go on in high schools today at all. It seems like high schools are full of manginas and simps. If a male student shows any masculine traits or slightly aggressive at all, or even assertive, really, he is instantly shamed and ridiculed. Teenagers don't have to worry about bullies and being shoved in their locker anymore. Now I have to worry about saying or do something that makes anyone uncomfortable. For example, there's this person I don't like at all. We've had a long-standing rivalry, which, to be honest, was more aggressive when we were younger. Um, and he was more annoying back then, and sorry I added a script to make things go a little smoother here, and I think it's working. If I so much as look at him in a way that makes him uncomfortable, he will immediately back off and play the victim card with the school, and I've been called into the office quite a few times for doing this when I just I have a tendency to sort of zone out when there's nothing going on and I've finished all my stuff. One time it happened to be in his direction. Yeah. Uh, so, yeah, that's basically what I see a lot of feminists doing, and, well, I came out really aggressive there. But yeah, yeah, make them uncomfortable and they'll run away. I see this as a problem. Yeah, people not messing with me is actually a problem. Because here's the thing. If a young guy can't be shamed back down, like me, I have grown immune to the shaming tactics. He'll try to just pump him full of Ritalin. Just take that! Until he can't really do anything or think at all. I obviously stopped taking these metaphoric or almost literal blue pills a while ago. And, so I noticed that while I was taking them compared to now, I was much more of a mangina. I had zero, how do I put it, desire to be aggressive at all, or even assertive, where I just sit around and take shit. It stopped me from getting into fights, yeah, but, I mean, at what cost, really? Alright. Okay, I want to get to, some dynamics of how, and observations of mine that I've noticed after, figuring out how it oftentimes works. The first person I want to talk to tell you about is one of my friends. best thing I could describe him as is an emotional tampon, where anyone who has any like thing going on with him, they'll go straight to him. And he seems, how do I put it? Yeah, I'm going off the script, obviously, but whatever, who cares? Yeah, he's basically like the quintessential male that a feminist would want in high schools. He, quite possibly the least sexual guy I know, and, that was a kitten, if you didn't know. We have cats in the house. Yeah. Um, so, another person I'd like to, tell you about is, one of my other friends. He's been my friend for about 10 years. He falls more into the, white knight simp category, where he wants, house of a yard, wife, 2 kids, dog, blah, 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 the American dream that, many blue pill men really seem to, desire. And the reason we don't get into any arguments is that, he knows not to bring that stuff up with me because I refuse to talk about it. I've been slowly trying to feed him MGTOW information and make him more aware of what's going on, and I think it's working. The last person I want to tell you about, he fits more into the pickup artist group, where he'll basically just like cycle through girlfriends and all that other stuff. He seems, sorry, I had to readjust there. He seems to be outside to be more of an insufferable prick, but when you get to know him, he's not that bad at all. Let's see, what else can I say about him? He has good taste in comedians. I'll, as, but yeah, he's what you'd imagine as your typical pickup artist, but not quite as, not in his 20s yet, he's still 16. But hey, he got that figured out. Oh, right, I want to close it. Sorry, my script is on a computer behind the camera. Here, let me just position that. Yay, it works. Okay, so, sorry, little tired here. Haven't slept since I made the last video, and I'm making the last one and last one after this, and it's gonna be, I don't know. I couldn't sleep. Figured why not. There's a cat over there. Got distracted for a minute. But yeah, when it comes to dating, it seems like the girls in high school are just sort of trying to live out these princess fairy tales. They'll just sort of sit there waiting for some guy just to come up and start a conversation with them, and you have to become you have to get friend zoned first and then work your way out of it now, which is, I don't know. I've done that once. This is when the only really time I really thought it was worth it, even before I went MGTOW. And this one girl was uh very had very no-waltish features, were not like hyper masculine. She was feminine, uh, nice looking, and she had many of the same interests as me, especially in the video game category. And I ended up buying her a lot of rock stars and Monster energy drinks, which, yeah, maybe not a good idea. And that combined with taking her to the movies, and I even bought her a Minecraft membership. Probably sent me back a little over $100, which at 16 is a lot more than a lot of people would be willing to spend. But yeah, I owe it ending actually to her dad, who is a preacher at a local church, so you can kind of guess how that ended. Actually wasn't that bad, he decided to leave her phone at home one day, and then he called me that same day before school and told me point blank it's over. He kind of caught me on the toilet though. Yeah. Maybe he could have timed it a little better. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, that's the last of that script that I want to read. And if I had still been with her, to this day, I guarantee I wouldn't have some of the things I do now. It allowed me to save up for a nice gaming computer, like really, really nice. I like it. Definitely no buyer's remorse. There's no way I'd be able to afford it if I had done that. And so it has been suggested to me that I end my videos with a question, with a question to you guys, which, seems like a very good idea. I'm surprised yet not surprised I didn't think of it. So, let's go with the topic of boys' masculinity being stripped from them in school, and to an extent in the workplace, especially if you're in like an office or whatever with a human resource department. It's really big, being just utterly stripped of any semblance of masculinity. How do you think that men and boys should try to regain a healthy amount of this? Leave your answers in the comments below. And, well, that's the end of the second video.